I'm Sabarish, and I'm super passionate about virtual and augmented reality. So first, let's start with what is virtual and augmented reality. Virtual reality is essentially having the ability to create new artificial realities. Augmented reality is the ability to alter your existing realities and place digital objects on top of it. I got super interested in this field just a year ago, and I've been building my skill set within it ever since. Just 1 month ago, I was named one of the top 9 VR influencers to be following in 2018. So let's take a step back here. How did this all happen, and how did I get here? My journey started at the Knowledge Society, and I learned about some of the most innovative topics, such as artificial intelligence, genomics, blockchain, quantum computing, virtual reality, and brain-machine interfaces. At the Knowledge Society, we like to call these topics exponential technologies. And with these exponential technologies comes tons of opportunity. I saw there to be huge opportunity within the virtual and augmented reality field, so I started going really deep into it. So what is my vision for virtual and augmented reality? When I think about virtual and augmented reality, the first thing that comes to my mind is the idea of creating virtual and augmented worlds. Essentially, a virtual world is duplicating or creating a completely new world that we can live in and is completely similar to our existing world. An amazing opportunity for virtual worlds is in work and your career. Our work and career is essentially to create income, and income is primarily used for housing. In terms of housing in our real world, housing is completely based on your proximity to a core location within a city, such as downtown. In a virtual world, you'd be able to teleport to literally anywhere within the world, so this factor would be completely removed, therefore bringing the cost of housing much lower than how it is right now. Augmented worlds is placing digital objects on top of our existing reality and enhancing it to enhance our life. One of the huge opportunities for augmented worlds is in space. Basically, the ability to relax, work, play, eat, sleep, doing all of that within the exact same space. I could basically take my bedroom, convert it into my office, convert it into my gaming setup, and literally do anything I want. So after thinking about my vision and my passion for virtual and augmented reality, I actually had to go out and build my skill set in the field. My first step for this was Udacity, and Udacity awarded me a scholarship to their VR nano degree. Udacity is the top online platform to learn about some of these emerging technologies like AI, self-driving cars, and virtual reality. Here's some of the really cool projects that I got to build through Udacity's VR nano degree, and this is what really helped me to get from knowing the fundamentals about VR to being able to bring my own ideas to life. So after building these smaller projects within the VR AR field and building my skills, I wanted to go out there and build something that no one has ever done before. So I founded Waypoint AR, which is a navigation platform for indoor locations, and it uses augmented reality to make navigation more intuitive. Generally, wayfinding is pretty difficult, and some of the biggest companies in the world are trying to tackle this problem, like Google and Apple. Waypoint AR works in airports, malls, complexes, museums, university campuses, and really any relatively large indoor location. I wanted to get started on this project as fast as I can, and I didn't want to wait for my hardware that I needed for this project to come to me. So I went out there and started creating my own opportunities so I can bring this idea to life. I got sponsored by the Teal Foundation to start building Waypoint AR, and I've been working with them ever since to bring this product to life. So throughout my journey, some of the biggest companies in the VR AR space have been helping me and supporting me to grow myself within the field. Some of these companies include Apple, Microsoft, Udacity, Snapchat, and the Teal Foundation. This year, I was invited to keynote at C2 Montreal, which is Canada's largest innovation conference, and I'm going to be talking about the connections of VR with some of the other exponential technologies, like AI, blockchain, and IoT. At the Augmented World Expo, which is the world's largest VR and AR conference, I'm talking about VR and AR's impact on our generation and how it's going to impact our lives. So if you want to learn more about me or want to learn more about my projects, you can check out my personal website. In the future, I want to take this sci-fi dream of virtual and augmented worlds and change it into a reality. Thank you.